Hello everyone, my name is Kleinen and welcome back to another taste testing video. Now I've been uploading taste tests on YouTube for a long time. I've done well over 100 at this point, and 90% of them are on new Mountain Dew flavors. But this brand new one is by far my most anticipated Mountain Dew flavor of all time. And because there were no bottles available near me, I was so eager to try this and so confident that I'd like it that I did something that I haven't done since the very first Voodoo came out. Since there was no bottles available, I got myself a 12-pack of Mountain Dew Dragon Fruit. I've got it upside down. Of Mountain Dew Dragon Fruit. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is not a summer LTO. This is a new permanent flavor, but it is replacing Mountain Dew Frostbite as the previous Walmart exclusive, and this new flavor is now exclusive to Walmart. It cannot be found anywhere else. So yeah, obviously people are already finding this in their stores. Obviously I couldn't find any bottles, but they had the 12 packs, so you know. Dragon Fruit is one of my personal favorite flavors just ever, and there's not a lot of options if you're a Dragon Fruit enjoyer. We had Dragon Fruit Fanta a few years ago, but that was around for like maybe a month before they discontinued it, and now there's like this Snapple kind of Dragon Fruit drink that I like. But for the most part, if you're a Dragon Fruit enjoyer, there's not a lot of drinks for you, and there's especially no soda. Without further ado, let's crack ourselves a cold one. Woo! I gotta say right off the bat that I love this new branding for Mountain Dew. But enough about the can, enough about my anticipation. Let's just actually get into what could potentially be Mountain Dew's best flavor ever. We're about to find out. Yes! Absolutely everything I wanted it to be and more. So good. So good. They finally made a flavor better than Whiteout. And Whiteout's death was finally avenged. God, Mountain Dew has been spoiling us with the flavors this year. We had Mountain Dew Baja Citrus. Full disclosure, I actually did record a taste test on that one, and I decided not to upload it because I just straight up didn't have anything to say about it. And because I do a taste test on like every single Mountain Dew flavor, and I just didn't upload that one, if you really want to know, my synopsis on it was basically that it was a very solid citrus flavor, and that was kind of it. There wasn't really much to elaborate on. It was a very solid, good flavor, but, you know, it wasn't like anything crazy. This, however, so good. Yeah, my expectations were very, very high for this flavor, and my expectations have been met. If you've never had an actual dragon fruit, the flavor is very hard to describe. It's a very summery kind of fruit flavor. It's one of those like tropical fruits, you know. You've got like your pineapples, you've got your mangoes, and dragon fruit is another one that's kind of in that category, I think. But definitely worth buying and trying. Again, this flavor is exclusive to Walmart, so if you want to pick up this flavor, your only option is Walmart. You can't go anywhere else. I have paint all over my arm. I didn't notice that. I must have planted my fucking arm into the painting I was doing earlier and didn't notice. But here's the real kicker. Is Mountain Dew Dragon Fruit better than the flavor that they discontinued to make this one? Mountain Dew Frostbite. Yes, it is. I'm gonna be honest, I was never a super huge fan of Mountain Dew Frostbite. To me it just kind of tasted really similar to Voltage. I wasn't in on the whole gimmick of Frostbite being like, it has this cooling agent, so it like cools you down as you drink it. It's got like this kind of menthol effect. I was never super into that. I thought it was a really strange idea for a drink, and after Mountain Dew did it with Frostbite, like everyone else was also doing it, and I just found it a really weird idea in the first place. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like Frostbite was a very interesting or unique flavor. To me, it just tasted very similar to Voltage. Did they even ever describe what this is supposed to be? No. So every other Mountain Dew that has like ever existed, it'll say on the can, Dew charged with cherry flavor, Dew charged with blue raspberry flavor. Frostbite literally just says naturally and artificially flavored Dew. I don't know if you can read it there, but it just says that. They don't even tell you what flavor it is. Does it taste like cold sharks? But of course, Frostbite is a more creative name than Dragon Fruit. But I am so so happy that they decided to make this flavor permanent instead of making it like a summer LTO. Unlike Summer Freeze, unlike the Baja flavors, this one is actually permanent. It is full on replacing Frostbite, and it will be available at Walmart stores year round. And I'm so happy for that because it is so good. Obviously, I'm a little biased because, again, like, dragon fruit is like my top flavor, like, just in general. You know what? I want to see this create an explosion in dragon fruit flavors. I remember when Mountain Dew did Major Melon, like, every other company also decided to release a watermelon flavored drink. Mountain Dew dragon fruit better create like a surge of dragon fruit stuff. I want Monster Ultra dragon fruit. I would die for that. Anyway, Mountain Dew dragon fruit is very good. I know I've a broken record this video, but it really, really is. It's hard to explain the flavor, but it's very light. It's very crisp. It's a refreshing flavor. It's got kind of a summery taste to it. You know, it's one of those, again, it's like one of those tropical flavors. Even if you don't really drink Mountain Dew, I would 100% recommend giving this one a try. And now every other flavor that Mountain Dew releases is going to be just a little lackluster because nothing is ever going to beat the hype that I had for this. I've been wanting this for years. I think I've been saying that I wanted Mountain Dew to make a dragon fruit flavor for like literally 5 years at this point. I said this ages ago that I wanted Mountain Dew to make a dragon fruit flavor. I can finally die in peace. Not until I go over the Dew news, though. There's actually not a lot that I haven't mentioned before. We have Mountain Dew Honeydew, which is coming permanently to select gas stations. I don't remember exactly which ones. I know Maverick, because that's the one that's near me. I don't remember the other ones. So, but it's lots of different gas stations. Like, it's exclusive to gas stations, but it's like a shit ton of different ones. So, and then we've got like the Trolley Mountain Dew coming out at the end of the year. Instead of Voodoo, I don't know why they couldn't just make it a Voodoo. That's so much more interesting, but we will be getting like a Trolley Mountain Dew collab at the end of the year. Mountain Dew Dragon Fruit, 100% worth buying and trying. I am so pleased. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a good day, night, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And Klein Den, out.